Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to more League of Legends patch notes. So, I know these patch notes are a little late, and I've been very busy with job, work, school. Job and work are the same thing. School, games, zombies. There's a new Zombies DLC dropped for PC. Risk of Rain 2, Dead Cells update, everything. Everything has been fucking nuts bongos. So, I'm still here. I still do patch notes. Yes, I still exist. Yes, it's late, but no one realistically watches these anyway. So, let's begin. This time, I do not have anything to eat, surprisingly enough. This is like one of the patch notes in a long-ass time. I have nothing to eat along with it. So, hopefully, I don't get copyright striked because of Spotify in the background. Let me lower it just a bit just to make sure. Anyway, let's begin. So, patch 9.7. Hey all, some familiar faces this patch, as we continue tuning on bullies like Kale, which I have opinions on, Silas, which I have opinions on, and Urgot, which I don't really know a lot on. We also have some quality of life changes to things like Predator, Immolate items, Practice Tool, so on and so forth. And Banzit. Okay. Oh, Butcher's Bridge is coming back. That's really nice. Wait, is it out already? Oh, great. Look, I'm always on 100%. That's a problem they gotta fix with this client, man. The 100% shit is like annoying. Anyway, champions. Kale. So, wait, let me make sure everything's good. Okay, yeah, everything's good. So, Kale. What do I think of Kale? I think Kale is still one of the worst early game champions in the game. She gets so bullied, and if your enemy laner knows what they're doing, which usually they do, and if your jungler is trash, which usually they are, then you're going to get your shit kicked in and lose. And then you won't get to your late game until 40 minutes, and then maybe you'll win. But Kale can get focused pretty easily, and if she ults herself, she's not rewarded for it, and she could get popped like that. Now, of course, if you let her do damage, she will do a ton of damage. But there's just so many problems that go into it, and so many people who are safer and do almost as well as her in what they're supposed to do, which is damage. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Kale. I feel like she's weak. Her late game is strong, but it's so glass cannon. So, let's see what they're doing. I honestly don't know what they should do at this point, but let's see what they're doing. Armor growth, health regen decreased, that's insane. Q cost increased, that's fine. W movement speed decreased, that's fine. Cost increased, that's fine. E damage reduced but it has a ratio, that's fine. So, they want her late game power spikes more reliant on doing well and getting items. I don't know how the fuck Kales ever do well early unless they're camped by a god jungler. And the items I can understand. So, I'm scared for the armor growth, because, like, maybe they should have just nerfed her base armor or something. Make her the opposite Pantheon, the absolute shit tier early, but, like, better, like, as the game goes on. Right now, they're just nerfing her survivability, which is already low, and you're not encouraged to ult yourself because you're still not going to be able to do damage while ulting, so it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. The Q nerf is fine, the W nerf is fine, no one gives a shit, and the E, what did they do to the E? Okay, 2 damage. Oh, no, wait. 4% late, but it can increase with AP. But you don't really build AP. Okay, so this is a nerf. Alright. It now has a ratio on my fucking ass. You're encouraged to build hybrid. I don't know. I don't agree with these changes. I think Kel is still going to be really good late. Just a little less, but it's going to be even harder to get to her late game. Which is Kel's whole thematic, so I don't know what they're trying to do. Passive, or no, Urgot. I was almost about to read the things. What do I think of Urgot? I have seen people bring him into the jungle a lot more. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I personally think, I haven't really seen him because I haven't played League too much this patch, but I personally think from the changes, I can assume he's OP, or at the least in a very good spot. And if Urgot of all champions is in a good spot, that's not good because there's not much counterplay. So, what are they doing? I'm assuming nerfs. Passive damage decreased late. Rip. E cooldown increased early. Okay, that's fine. Cost increased. Okay. R damage decreased. Was told we can't use the Urgot joke again. We're pulling back on some buffs he received. So how much are they nerfing his passive? 2%. Still levels 1 through. That's not too bad. E cooldown is going up. Oh my fucking god. People don't understand I'm busy. Cost is going up by 10. Okay, so what? And damage is getting nerfed by 25. Okay, these are fine. I think he's in a good spot from what I can assume. And hopefully Riot is actually right for once in their judgment. And they're actually nerfing what needs to be nerfed to get him in line so he won't have to be nerfed more. I still think he's going to be decent and fun to play. Okay, Azir. Wait, how long is this patch? This doesn't look too long. Okay. Azir, what do I think of Azir? Very good, basically Kayle, but not as stupid. So Azir is like Kayle in that he's safer and does a shit ton of late game damage. The problem is getting to that late game. And he has team fight like pressure with his ulti if you're ballsy. So I think actually like Azir is just the better mid lane Kayle. Because he's safer, he doesn't do as much damage as Kayle, but goddamn you can't ignore him. And he's not as squishy because he has self-peel and an escape. So it's like I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. So I think Azir's in a pretty okay spot. It's just only the Azir mains playing. It's like Soul Syndrome. Aurelion Soul mains play the shit out of Aurelion Soul and do really fucking good with him. But anyone else who plays him sucks cock. I feel like it's the same for Azir. You need to put a lot of games on Azir to do anything. So what are they doing? They're buffing his base health. Health regen growth. Oh shit. And his damage on his Q. Wow. So they're trying to make him more available to the not pro players. I don't know if this is the right way to go about it, because again, the problem was he was too OP, and pro players were picking him up and just insta-winning, and people in regular non-pro play were doing really well on him. So they have to be careful, because I love my boy Azir. I love the whole thematic of you put something out there, you sit on yourself, jack off, and drool. So it's like, I like that. I like York because of that, I like Azir because of that, and I love Heimerdinger because of that. The more you can have things do things for you, the more I like it, basically. So these changes to Azir are fine. But if they keep going, it's going to get a little crazy. Kogoth, no one fucking plays him. So they're reducing his Q cooldown a little bit. This does nothing. Dr. Mundo. What do I think of Mundo? They nerfed him. They nerfed his Q and the healing he gets from the cleaver to not be full if you kill something with it. And generally, this isn't a meta with tanks or tanky people, more bruisers. So I think Mundo is in a decent spot, but because of the meta, not played. So let's see what they're doing. I'm assuming buffs. Q damage increased by how much? Oh my god. Wait. It's 5 straight percent. 25 to 30. Holy fuck, that's a lot. That is a lot. And it's current health too. But yet again, this works well against tanks because it's current health. So it's like, I mean, it's a good buff, don't get me wrong, but this would be insane if people played like Sion. Sion would just get fucked by Mundo at this point, but that's not the case. And E, what is E? You're gaining more AD. Oh my god. And you're gaining more AD. Okay, that's fine. Will Mundo be played? Probably not. Garen. What do I think of Garen? I think Garen is the same as Mundo. Maybe he's a little more meta than Mundo, because Mundo is like the AP counter, like the AP version of Rammus, because like he gets extra MR. So it's like Mundo is like more niche versus tanks and magic damage, and Garen's just more general but kind of trash because he's not used ever in pro play. But I think he's really fun. I like him. He's one of my core picks in top lane and ranked when I go. When I go and I want to win, I either play Nasus or Garen. Maybe Darius. But I think Garen is pretty good. He has bad matchups. He has good matchups. He's just a fucking standard good champion. Good counters. Good counter picks. Fuck, I don't know how else to exemplify he's that normal. Anyway, what are they doing? They're buffing him. Wow. W passive stats increase, cooldown decrease, duration decrease, delayed. Oh, what? So you're getting more? Oh my god. Oh, wait, this is a nice ass fucking song. Anyway, they're making it so you can get 50 armor and MR just from your W. That's crazy. And the cooldown is going down to 15 seconds. That's crazy. And the duration is going down to 5 seconds. That's fucking nuts. This is a really good buff, but yet again, it's not the meta of fucking tanks. Garen is sort of more of a bruiser-ish guy, but not really. It's like he's only a bruiser if he gets fed. There's people like Jax. Well, I mean, I guess you can make the argument for Jax too, but he's more of on the tank side than the bruiser side. It's like 80-20 tank bruiser. But he does fucking damage because of the villain bullshit on his passive. But this probably will do nothing. The people who play Garen will feel it, though. They definitely will. Very good buff for people who play Garen. Alright, Leona, E. You can use it more often. That's actually kind of big because I know a lot of times level 1 engagement, let's say like you're invading in the jungle, Leona starts E, you fuck up the invade, alright, you go to lane, level 1. They're pushing under tower. You E, you fight them a little bit, and then Leona actually E's again. Like, the cooldown's pretty low. And they're making it lower, too, which is actually pretty surprising. But that's fine. This realistically does nothing. Leona's still Leona. Lissandra. So, she was a problem child for a long-ass time. I don't really see her played too much anymore, so the beating stick she got was probably good enough. So, what are they doing? Wow, they're clearing her wave clear. The one thing that was pretty good with her. Because the thing is with Lissandra is she has very short range on her Q, which is her, you know, main damage ability because it's so low cooldown. What are they doing? Oh my. They are massively nerfing the Q. Holy shit. 4 seconds early added on to it. God damn, that's horrible. And 1 second late, which isn't too bad, but that's crazy. Lissandra's just getting more of a beating stick. I don't think she's going to be used. Morgana. What do I think of Morgana? Literally the only thing they changed with Morg after the update was the ulti change. And people figured out, wait a minute, Morgana's good. And they started fucking spamming her. So, Riot was like, the rework was too much. And then they fucking nerfed her. So, what did they do? I'm pretty sure they're nerfing her some more. Health regen, because if you play against Morg, it's one of the most frustrating shits ever, and people love to complain, and especially about Morg heavily, because when you get fucked by a Morg, it's a hard fucking, because she's sexy. But yeah, her base, or her health regen growth is down. Okay, wow, they're nerfing her fucking W. I feel like the W does wee ass damage too, but whatever. She's fucking building AP anyway. This doesn't matter. She's doing a little less damage. Pyke. I'm not seeing too much Pikes. I'm only seeing Pyke mains. But goddamn, when Pyke pops off, he pops the fuck off. I think he needs fucking nerfs, honestly. Fuck Pyke. So, what are they doing? The cooldown on Q is lower, so that's buffed. Fuck. The stun duration is up. Fuck. They're just buffing him. God damn it, man. I guess Pyke isn't that strong after all. He seems so fucking strong to me, man. Fuck. Like, a Pyke Draven lane, I just cry. I just cry in my own eyes. Alright, Rumble. What do I think of Rumble? I haven't really seen him too much. He's like Kennen. He's good when you need good team fight, but he's not played too often. But I think he's in a fine spot. So what are they doing? They're buffing his move speed by a shit ton. Okay, that's good. And the equalizer cooldown is going way down. That's really good. This can actually make Rumble see a lot of play again. Just to have the equalizer up like fucking that much is insane. Because the equalizer is... like, even the name itself gets you hard when you hear it. The Equalizer. Like, I remember when I was first starting out in League, and fucking Elijah told me about, like, Rumble's ult, the Equalizer. I was like, damn, that shit's hot. He's like, yeah, it can turn a team fight. And, hey, if you land a good Equalizer, it definitely fucking can. That shit is no joke. But Rumble could actually see a lot of play because of this. Because of this change specifically, I think. Silas. Okay, fucking, I don't even know what to say with this faggot. He's just an annoyance. Like, he's good. I feel like he's alright. He's better than average. But he's not broken. He's not OP. He's an annoyance. He's annoying. He's like Morgana. People just didn't need a rework to realize it. So he's just getting straight nerfed. Because people are fucking complaining. Because when you lose against Silas, it's a hard loss. So, base stats. They're nerfing his health regen. Alright, Gucci, so he's going to have to back more often. W, damage is going way down base. Wow, that's crazy. And power damage is going extremely down. Holy fuck. That is actually really crazy. E, abscond, abduct the children. Cooldown is going, oh my sweet Jesus God. Salus is fucking done. Or at least he should be done. If they nerf him again after this, the champion was fucking broken. Don't listen to me, I was wrong. The fact that they need to nerf him this much after all the other beatings he's taken, and if they nerf him again, disregard everything I'm saying about him because I'm a fucking idiot. I mean, we already know that, but... Alright, Cinder Hulk. What are they doing here? Oh my god, they upped the damage. This doesn't do anything. They're trying to get tanks back in the meta a little bit, but no one gives a shit. Dark Seal. Nerfed. Okay. Because too many people are fucking buying that shit and not even getting update out of it. Okay, Wits End. Let me talk about this. I personally have no clue what the fuck they did, so I'm going to find out now. Usually I know, like, bits and pieces of what happens with, like, the PvE. But I honestly could not follow what the fuck they were doing with Wits End. Mostly because I didn't give a shit, and mostly because, like, I didn't have time. But I've heard that it's a late game item, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like, it's a god tier item from what I've heard. So let's see what they're doing. So, increasing attack speed, increasing MR, and the cost now grants move speed, on-hit damage lowered early, higher late, no longer steals magic resist, but now heals. Oh my fucking god. What? Wait. It can now fill the gap where one would consider Mav Mortis, but can't due to level up and passives with steroids gauge. It will be less of an early game rush on that. Unique effect scales better throughout the game. Let me read this. So it's going up by 500 gold? Yeah, 500. Wow, that's a lot actually. Build path is recurve bow, Negatron, dagger, 880. Goddamn. Attack speed's going up by 10%. That's decent. MR's going up by 10. That's pretty good. Movement speed 5%. Who gives a shit? On-hit damage goes up to fucking 80. That's insane. Health steal. Heal for the amount of on-hit damage dealt by Wits End. 30% for effective from range. When the item holder is below... Oh, if it wasn't below half, I was about to say this item is actually fucking busted. Steals 6 magic resist, range for up to 30. So wait. Let's say assuming 42, 56, 52. So yeah, even if you had max stacks, you'd still be doing more damage with the new one compared to the old one. That's crazy. And you heal. Oh my god. I want to know if it's post-mitigation or pre. And it's 1/3 for range. So let's assume you're doing 1-to-1 damage, 80%. 10% of 80% is 8, 8, 16, 24. So you're healing 24 per auto on Kog'Maw or anyone who buys this with Rageblade, which you should. You're going to do that twice, so it's 24, 40, 52. 52, 24, 52. So in 3 autos, you could potentially heal over 100 something health. Which Kog'Maw doesn't really get lifesteal besides Blade, and Blade's lifesteal isn't that good. So this is actually insane. My god, Kog'Maw is going to be fucking nuts. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited for this. Alright, immolate item. Effects of help us and now display running totals of how much damage each target has taken. That's fine. People like big numbers. Yes, they do. Eyeball collection. Stacks are going down. It's getting nerfed. 2 per stack. 22. 10 up to 4. Wait. Total stats unchanged. So you don't get them off wards, but you get them faster off kills. Okay, that's fine. Ghost Poro. This shit is fucking retarded, man. I hate these stupid ass runes. Your wards spawn a Ghost Poro and grant stack of adaptive force when they expire. Gain extra adaptive force at full stacks. Okay, so it gives damage now. Your wards now spawn Ghost Poro, giving vision to scared away. Wards killed by enemies don't spawn Ghost Poros. When Ghost Poro grants 2 adaptive force up to 10 times. But you have to have your ward expire. Okay. Wait, so you get 20 AD or AP from this, right? Yeah, wow. And then you gain 30. Wait, that's actually a shit ton of damage. What the fuck? I mean, it's over the game, but the length of the game, but that's crazy actually. Zombie Ward. Damage champion after clearing a ward no longer deals bonus damage. Okay, I don't give a shit about that. Then Ward grants 2 adapt force up to 10. Okay, so same thing. Wow, they're actually giving a lot of damage to that tree now. The little side ones. Cut down is getting buffed. So again, this is what I don't understand. They're trying to get tanks back into the meta, but yet they're giving us more ways to fuck them. I don't get this. Okay, demolish, max health ratio increased. Okay, so it's better for tanks. Again, I don't understand what they're doing here. And then overgrowth, again, better for tanks, but they want us to fuck tanks, but it's better for tanks. Alright. Predator. The monster burn effect on Hunter's Talisman upgrade no longer interrupts fire channel. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of a quality of life change. Ultimate Hunter. It was bad. That's all they say. It goes from 5 plus 2% per stack, max 20. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I know some people who use this. It's pretty good. Practice tool. I don't give a shit. ARAM. Oh, mama, the Bilgewater event's out. I remember when I was out for that, like, when it actually first happened, and that's when GP so, quote-unquote, died, and he wasn't playable for, like, 3 days because he was dead, and then he came back with the VU and rework, so. It was really cool at the time. I don't know how it's going to be now, but I'm going to probably play it. We'll see. Mac client. Jesse doesn't have Mac anymore. Your shop returns. Lovely, more money. Bug fixes, no one gives a shit about. Okay, let me mention a little bit about these skins. This skin sucks ass. This skin kind of sucks ass too. Chromas are nice, but the skins suck ass. The next patch, oh mama, when it comes, I have some thoughts on that. Because it has the legendary Zed skin and no fucking Jin skin. Even though they said that the Jin skin and the Zed skin would both, or Jin and Zed, sorry, would both have legendaries. I thought it was at the same time, but they fucking cock teased me and I got fucked. But the Zed skin is pretty cool. It reminded me of Venom. So we'll talk about that more next patch. But overall, with this patch, not a bad patch. A lot of buffs to things that I honestly think are pretty good for them. A lot of things I question that what they're trying to do, and Wits End. That's basically the summation of this patch. Wits End. Everything else, and kill nerfs, but we all fucking expect that at this point. Wits End. This patch, Wits End. There you go. How many Wits Ends would I rate this out of 10? Probably 7 Wits Ends out of 10. Pretty interesting changes. Nothing I think too insane. Tanks aren't in the meta, so it doesn't matter what they do as long as they're not in the meta, they're not in the meta. They're not changing anything. So 7 out of 10 Wits Ends. I hope you enjoyed.